let's go ahead and break it down. March of Sorrow is a pretty good March. It's a rare, we're on the main account, it's where we want to be. That said, cards of note, we've got like the Peerless Samurai has been very good for me. The Beetle has been really good. Black White I've really enjoyed, but again, that's mostly in sealed where I'm seeing my results, and I'm not seeing a lot of results in the best of one premier drafts. So I do need to change it up and change my draft strategy here. So you might be seeing me try some new things over the next few days. You know, I really do think Black White is good, but again, a lot of success in sealed, not a lot of success in standard, so I don't really know. My instinct is to either go with the White Shrine, which I do think is one of the best shrines and very playable on its own, fits in a black-white archetype, or we take the Twisted Embrace, keeps us in black, doesn't commit us to a second color, and just is a solid overall card on its own, and also keeps the door open for things like ninjas. So I think we just take the Twisted Embrace here, but it's fairly close. It also will help us get better black on the way back for pack 2. If we cut black very heavy here, then there's a good chance that our next door neighbor will move out of black if they by chance took a pack 1 pick 1 black card. So I think Twisted Embrace is the safe play here. Okay, Essence Capture. I always think creature counterspells is pretty decent. I haven't gotten to play a lot of it just because I haven't played much blue. The Silencer here is nice. You know, even this 5/5 Ninjutsuer has performed quite well for me. Black-red is a little bit of a thing. Black-green is a little bit of a thing. Black-white, definitely. So I think we are interested in Era of Enlightenment, or probably Silencer for the ninjutsu aspect of things. We could take the uncommon. Keeps us in black, which is good. Silencer has underperformed for me a bit, so I'm leaning towards like Essence Capture or Enlightenment. Maybe it's just Enlightenment. I've had so much luck with this, but again, my drafts have not been good, so I do need to change up my strategy. See what's available here. I'm not liking blue, is part of the reason I didn't want to take the Essence Capture last turn and decided to go with the enchantment here. None of the black here really strikes me. The best cards honestly seem sort of like Samurai. Ambitious Assault is kind of a sleeper card that people underestimate, and of course Shock. We have Moth Rider Patrol, another Enlightenment. Moth Patrol has been also quite good and overperforming, a little bit more so in Boros, but I think maybe we like this as a one-of. The Era of Enlightenment seemed to go around like candy. There's plenty of 2-drops sagas. Okay, so here now we're starting to see some decision-making issues here. So we have Terrible Secrets. This is one of the signpost commons for the black-white archetype. So this is something that really wants a lot of artifacts and enchantments. But we're also seeing Kami Flare moderately late, pick 5. This is quite late for premium removal, but red is also known to be one of the weaker colors in this format, which is interesting coming from Crimson Vow, where it was quite strong, and weak again in Midnight Hunt. I mean, Flare is just simply the better card. I'm not married to white. The reason I'm hesitant to do this is because black-red is less supported, but maybe black is just not open for us. The black we are seeing is kind of chaff, and we're seeing slightly better red and white cards. So maybe Samurais is the open lane in this direction. Wanderer's Intervention. Ninja's Kunai is kind of a sleeper card. It pairs really very well with red if you can get the uncommon Lord that wants to return these things. Hotshot Mechanic. Even the Steelbreaker and the Boar are quite nice. We'll take the Kunai. White is looking very solid, black less so. All right, we're in the samurai business, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do like the samurai more than this reinforced Ronin. And I also like the ancestral katana, but we typically can find more than enough of those. Okay, we have Kitsune Ace. Born to Drive is actually kind of nice if you have any equipments. We have the Undercity Scrounger as well, which is very good in the black, white, and black, red. But I feel, well, maybe if we take the Scrounger, we can, instead of going into Samurais, because we haven't seen a ton of red that's very good. Yeah, Samurai is good, but the Flare is the only real big signal, so maybe Scrounger will help us splash the red and be in the same archetype we wanted to in the beginning. None of this is outstanding for us. Okay. Both of those cards are very playable. Katana Wheels. All right, we're kind of back to where we started, but we're only in pack 1, so we're white and X. Okay, well, what do you know? I hear samurais like to be 3 colors. We also have the white samurai, which is quite good. Brings back enchantments, which is really nice when you have Era of Enlightenment and some other sagas. All these things are very good. Two Havens does want to be white red with a black splash. So we could splash March. Twisted Embrace might be a little greedy if we don't find some fixing. But I could see a world where we end up straight 3 colors. Passing these is really, really disappointing, and also does not bode well for us getting the correct things on the way back. I'm almost tempted to just take this one instead, because I do think this is very powerful. But I have not gotten to play with that rare yet. So we will give it a try, and we're really actively looking for things that trigger multiple times for our samurai. Shock is a good card here, but we also have a decent samurai. It might wheel. I mean, I think there's too many rare drafters right now in general we're not seeing things like this that are marginally playable wheel around very often. I think rare drafting on Arena is way more common even than in paper play, just because a lot of people are using this as a way to build their collections because it's cheaper even if you just rare draft. Ooh, this card is so good. It's good in the white-black version, but that said, premium removal. It's always premium removal, right? But this card is so scary, and I would run 2 if I could. I would run 5 if I could. How do we not take the O-ring? I hope we wheel either Solitude, Tail Mentor, something like this. Definitely gonna take the O-ring. I think this might be where my drafting in this set has been below my average win rate, because I'm feeling like the typical removal being better than the uncommon bomb, it might not be the case anymore, but I think my instinct on this is too strong to take this, so we're gonna give it one more try. You know, if there's a deck that wants double Trumpet Blast, it is in fact Boros Samurai. This dual land is not correct, otherwise I would take it. This is not a fixing land. So I don't think we want any of these. I'm tempted to take an uncommon for vault value, but we'll take a second Trumpet Blast just in case. A third Wanderer's Intervention. We also have this pretty solid 4-drop. It feels weird taking that over removal though. We kind of need dudes though. And it is a warrior. I have faith that we'll be able to wheel more of those. There it is. Oh, but wait. Okay. Another arrest. Why are you putting and a fixer, fudge, and fudge sickles? Is there such a thing as too much removal? These are hard decisions. And I feel like I'm out of my element here. This set has been very funky for me. Is there a world where we run 2 katana? Hey, there's a rare. I'll probably just take the rare. I don't rare draft a ton, but every once in a while. Hey, look, we did wheel one of the cards. This is the pack, our starter pack that had the Ishin. It also had the uncommon white samurai, but I was hoping that this might wheel, and it's a pretty good sign. I knew the white one wouldn't, but this one is very, very good. And we did need a little bit of a top end, so pretty happy about it. None of these are good. That's disappointing. All right, so we wheeled a 4-drop creature and also a draw mechanic. Typically, I think I might take the draw mechanic because creatures are easier to get, especially in the samurai archetype. But that said, because we kind of started off a little bit funky, we might drop black. We are a little short, especially in the 4-drop category. Best of one, we don't need a sideboard card, so we're going to take the uncommon for vault value. Usually I would pick the dual land just in case, but because we are already kind of dipping into a third color, yes, we wheeled the Steel Scrapper. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, I'm less excited about Long Reach when we've got cards like Arrest, bit of a nombo, but I will take a Cloud Steel Kieran, hoping to wheel. There's no way we wheel White Shrine, that's very good. Sunblade Samurai I would definitely play. Depends on how much black we end up being. It doesn't look like we are going to be very black. Is 2 of these good? I don't think so. Another Twisted Embrace as well. We just don't have that many samurai. We're not seeing, I don't think we've seen a single one of the 2-drop samurais. One being a common, that trigger the abilities. I've passed 1 or 2 of the Subduers, but that's kind of it. Yeah, our deck is not very good for this, unfortunately. So I'm tempted to just take like the solid monk creature. Or we just rare draft because fuck it. Or we just go super hyper greed and go Twisted Embrace. Hey. I will definitely take this. That's a good one. Oh, of course, we found our dual land with our bomb. I think I might just cut the black, to be honest. We don't have enough things to activate this, and these are double colored. March of Sorrow is nice, but if we wheel this land, we can consider it. Black Shrine is surprisingly good. So is the dog. We certainly don't need much more removal. We have double Wanderer, Flare, Embrace, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'll probably just take Shrine. Lethal Exploit, Wanderer's Intervention, Spirited Companion, all good cards. Brute Suit is the thing I would probably play again, considering we have a general. I think Kunai is really the only thing we have to bring back right now, which is kind of a sad day. I find that the red general is harder to synergize with than the white general. But we could take a Dragonfly Suit, and that also comes back, which is really good. Dual land, probably not all that interested in black anymore. Second general. Black dual land. Right now we have 3 artifacts. 4 artifacts. Ooh, maybe, yeah, 4 artifacts is in the neighborhood. Let's get rid of black. We actually don't have 2-drops, so I kind of like this. We've also gotten rid of the reason we want this. Getting the decoy back is really cute. Okay, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, sacrifice it, put a +1/+1 counter. We also have the tap artifact. I don't know if Terrarium is where we're interested in being, but because of this, maybe? All right, we got our top deck here. Someone in the chat saying a slam dunk dog. Yeah, I think I took... What did I take over the dog? All right, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this chaff that we don't need. We're probably not running a katana. We do have a couple of samurai, which is nice, but not enough for me to be super thrilled. Maybe one assault, definitely not two, not the terrarium. We picked up a decoy, so we have kunai, decoy, dragonfly suit. Kunai, decoy, dragon suit, Kirin, and a steel breaker. Those are the 5 artifacts to bring back with the 2 generals. Oh, the black shrine I took instead. Ooh, yeah. Dog would have been better in that situation. At that point, I thought I was still going to be leaning deeper into the black. And then the next couple of choices really just kind of made that clear that I wasn't going to be. Unfortunate. I definitely would have played the dog here. That would have been a great choice. Oh, that's not playable. I don't really like that card. 12, we have 13 creatures. Definitely, maybe it's the katana. How many samurai do we have? 1, 2, 3. Is this samurai or warrior? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably should get rid of the pump spell. Keep the katana. You personally found the samurai decks to be very medium. Yeah, I think I agree. Originally, I tried to go black pretty hard. My first couple of choices were all black. Didn't pair very well. White was just the thing that was open, unfortunately. I think we're in the right colors for our seat. Not super happy with the pool in general, though. Okay, this is the deck. Let's see if we can curve out on some people. Get some wins. 13 creatures, some recursion. Decent amount of removal. We were caught between black and red, yeah. And neither seemed very open. But this curve is pretty decent. I have this in hand as well, and I definitely have a 3-drop, so we're not going to be able to take the time to crew anything. And this actually crews worse than the 2-drop, which is very nice. Yes, I'm having LASIK or PRK next week. All right, our opponent is indeed 3 colors. I wonder if I should just beat them in the face. Oh, is this whenever it attacks alone? Oh, oops. Okay, I shouldn't have cast that. I should have cast this then. This is my first time, I think, casting the katana. Okay, that is annoying. Okay. Even if they do find a blocker, we can tap it down, which is nice. We've got good blocks on the way back. These do stack up really nicely and let them attack, but if they do, we get to tap some stuff. I will take that. We'll keep one land. I'll play this next turn. I'm not going to block with this anyway, so I think that getting in the extra 2 here is not bad. Happy to have them do an additional 2 on the way back. Hey Yanks, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. All right, getting that land means we've got a nice lethal attacker if we attack solo, I believe. Woo! For each samurai and warrior you control. Hot damn. Honestly, having 2 of the samurai captains, plus we could have had 2 of the samurai lord guys that double those abilities, could have been real strong. We just didn't seem like we had enough of the other ones. A couple of the 2-drops that give +1/+1 when they attack would have been good. And then I think I would have tried to splash the black. Basically the same starting hand. One sec, guys. How greedy do we want to be? I mean, I feel like I kind of want to be super greedy. We have 2 5-drops and that's kind of it. And we're very okay with just missing land for a few turns. But removal 3-drop top end seems quite good. Phaedrius with 19 months and Zippy D with 13 months. Thank you guys very much for those subscriptions. I appreciate them lots and lots. Let's discard a card. Should we discard this? I feel like we probably should. They're running low on cards. So... okay. The lifelinker yet. Next turn we can make this cost less, which is nice. So let's go ahead and discard a card. We'll discard the Subduer. I'm gonna want to kill this. The Wanderer's Intervention. And or this. No blocks. That is Death Touch and Menace. I have no interest in that whatsoever. This has Menace. That's probably better to attack with. If they want to double block, that's fine. And then next turn we can go back to attacking with the Moth Patrol. We're gonna take one more beat from the Blade Blesser, but not super worried. They have one card left. If one of them is a land, we're feeling okay. If they don't attack with the Knight's Reach, I think we have a pretty solid chance here. Holy shit! 1 minute ago, Yanks with a donation. Thank you so much, Yanks. Let me spin some adventure wheels for you after this game. Okay. That's annoying. I guess I probably should have done that first before doing this. Is this worth it? Probably. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I thought this was 4. Oops. Should have blocked with another one. Oops. For some, why did I think it was a 6/4? In my brain, it was something completely different. Well, we need to 3-for-1 ourselves now. Oops. Unnecessary. I mean, we didn't take the trample damage, so that's good. Yes, here. Mistakes were made. A second Wanderer's Intervention is fine. That'll help us get attack with this guy. Definitely happy to block with the decoy, I think, on one of these. Especially because we have 2 generals that we can draw that will then get that card back the following turn. I'm wondering if I hold this land to play around a second reach. This thing does have menace. We might just be dead. If they have an answer to stop us from killing this. I could also, so I can do one of 2 things. I can attack with both of these and get a good 2-for-1. Or I can attack with just the one and get a card out of my yard. I think that's my plan. And something costs 1 less. Bada bing, bada boom. I love it. Perfect mana. Considering I fucked up and 3-for-1 to myself on accident. Should have still been a 2-for-1, but I was just trying to, you know, give him a chance. You guys, this Moth Rider patrol has been on point. We've had it in the opening of every single game. This is like game 3 or 4, I think. We only have 1. All right, Dila, please, I need 1 land. This is a beautiful curve if we can find 1 land. Give me 1 land, please. I'm gonna decline this 1 time and play this. And then I think next turn we might suit up. I think getting the little bit of a wider board state here is probably better. I wouldn't want to just suit up, have them lock it down. The Moth Rider patrol would feel pretty bad. You got it. So no blocks. Okay, we're in the same boat. I'll probably just do this. If they do it again, they could suit it up with another thing. I always forget that this is a combat trick. I need to start playing around this. 3 mana for instant +2/+2 counters on each of up to 2. Oh, never mind, it's just 1, okay. Okay. Ooh, that exiles too, so we don't even get it back. That's sad. Okay, here we are. We're off to the races. Suiting up this onto this creature might have been better too. If we hit another land, that could be something we do. Attack, suit up onto the Disciple, hold open Wanderer's Intervention. I am doing well, thank you for asking. I mean, that's certainly annoying. Question is, are we willing to trade the captain for any of these things, or we're just willing to take one more beating and hope that we can then just lay down Wanderer's Interventions for a while? Anna, welcome! Another DGen streamer in the house, guys. Also, How Not to Draft, thank you for the cheer. I do appreciate the support. Okay. I think I am okay with this. No. Oh, no. Z. Ah, shit. Oops. Well, I kind of fucked it up. I super fucked it up, actually. I didn't mean to pay for the katana there, so... Oops. We do have nice double blocks here. I also might, now that we have enough mana to move the katana on its own, just move it on over to the Disciple. It's only 4, though, and it doesn't get the buff off the captain, so they have good double blocks. Unless they use one of these to crew. Although trading this for this would be good. That would be acceptable. I definitely did not mean to not have a Wanderer's Intervention open. So I think we hold this back. We go here, it gets a buff. This is a lot of damage. We don't have enough to activate this plus move the katana. So let's go ahead and just move the katana to keep a big aggressive swing from coming down. Plus, honestly, with us at 5, we might just want to attack with it next turn anyway and make a trade. The exclamation ticket is for a giveaway for our Nerd Girl and Hamlet merch stickers. They're very cute stickers of me and my dog. They're very cute. Okay, that's annoying. We have no artifacts because they exiled one of them, but they also don't have anything either that they can attack with, so here we go. Our best draw is like kunai, I think. Oh, come on. You deck? You have 2 of these in the main deck? I mean, it's a good card, but in best of 1? That's just rude. I was agreeing that it's good, but 2 main deck and best of 1 is quite a lot. It doesn't hit that many things in my deck. I'm going to do this now before they get to do anything. It's not going to hit a lot in ninjas either, which is very, very popular deck. Ugh. Okay, regrets. I have regrets. the second one of those is better than the second Wanderer's Intervention? I think I disagree. Actually, it should just be this guy, right? He's just better. He hits much harder. We can actually play Katana, suit up the Katana, and still hold open the Wanderer's Intervention next turn. Ugh, gross. Okay. We do have another one of the captains, so I do want to start getting some groundwork into damage here. We can actually start sacking the katana to this if we wanted to, but that doesn't actually help all that much. Our opponent has a lot of cards. Four of them, in fact, is a lot. Okay. That's scary. Yep. Do not like that, Sam I am. Try two. Oh, this is actually okay-ish. If they double block, I'm okay with this. I don't think they will. And then we can maybe... Then they've got nothing suitable to place this on, so maybe they just chump? Okay, cool. So if they want to kill my other creature, they have to put it onto a dead creature, and that is fine. Okay. That's a lot of blockers, unfortunately. Double striker with the katana on it, or a first striker with a katana on it's quite nice, but they do have, you know, Searchlight Companion is kind of annoying in this situation. Four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we can hold back. And if they just block with a 1/1, it's not looking so good. My hope is that they block with that. We can double strike it down, draw something relevant. First strike it down, I'm sorry. Draw a relevant thing, and now we're back in business. Any creature makes 2 lethal threats, right? Okay. They must have another flying creature or a way to deal with the suit. Oh, fudge, that's even worse. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's awful. Well, they're down to 1 card, and we have the board control. We can block and brick everything that they do. 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. So we're not winning this race. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they have lethal next turn if we were to attack. You don't trample. You don't give trample. So we can do nothing and hope that they do nothing. That has menace. Great. No more lands, please. Please? Fuck, we're dead. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're dead. That was a few too many lands off the top. If they wait one more turn and we find an answer to the flyer, like if they might not alpha because we maybe have removal spells. And if that's the case, it is not. How are you today? I'm doing okay, hanging out. Let's go ahead and draw the winners for those stickers. So the winner is Smoochiolo. If you're still here, hun, I need you to message me on Discord with your address so I can send you the sticker set. And if you can do that within the next 20 minutes to qualify, please. All right, well, that was okay. At any point there, we've got some pretty good answers. If we top deck a removal, a creature, there are a lot of things that get us out of the game there. And then there still wasn't an issue really until they were able to ninjutsu in their flying creature that then made 2 more bodies. We had Kami Flare, we had a bunch of other options as well. And they also had the weird Exile Green spell, which again is a good card. We expect to see it sometimes, but against us it was pretty premium. And then they had the Lord in their colors. They kind of just had it all. So let's hope that this opponent here is not too aggressive on the play. And they weren't. Great. That is nice. They have... that has haste. I guess I could have waited. I could have flared this instead of playing the katana. That would have been probably better. It is an awkward hand, but I think it's good enough. I should not have played this, though. I should have just flared this down, I think. Are they holding open counter magic? Or their own removal? I don't really want to let them have it. So the option is Dragon Suit or Flare. And I think I'm in the flare flare business into the Steel Breaker. Because this can get this back, which is pretty premium. Metal Mario, thank you so much for the raid. We'll give them a second just in case they are waiting to get in here. Metal, thank you so much for the raid. For those of you guys coming in, we are currently 2-2 with this draft. It's doing okay, not great. And then for my viewers, make sure you guys click that link and go show our raiders some love and appreciation for sharing their community with us. It is awesome and always very much appreciated. So I'm gonna go Dragon Suit and Moth Rider, and then next turn we can attack with the Moth Rider on its own, equipping the katana, play this, getting our card back for max value. I don't really want to risk them killing this general when they have the card advantage. If we can get this back, I feel like we officially have evened out the card advantage here. I feel like this suit should just be a samurai, like it's all suited up in samurai armor. There's no stick here, which I like. That leads me to believe that there is no burn. So we're really worried about essence capture here is the card we really don't want to see. Well, that's unfortunate. But still fine. No essence capture, baby. No essence capture. Great. Oh, this is only per turn. Oops. I guess that's fine. Essence capture is not in the format. Is there another counter that counters a creature spell and puts a +1/+1 counter in blue that works very similar to essence capture? That's an uncommon. I'm just literally only listing cards out loud that could affect this card, basically, is all I'm doing. Okay, let's auto tap correctly. Whether they had the mana, whatever the case may be, I'm not, you know, it's mostly just like this is in the format, this is in the format, this is in the format, this is the way we want to play around X, Y, and Z. Some of the finer details, I'm mostly just thinking out loud my thought process, and it's like a checklist of things you're looking for when making your decision tree, basically. Okay. I'm really surprised they did this on their turn and not on my turn. I'm not super interested in letting them ninjutsu this back, which I think is what's going to happen here. They can ninjutsu this back, fine. Yeah, I'm so glad we decided to kill that. And the bounce gets no value, which is great. This also gets no value. Also great. Also great. So let's go ahead and attack with just the one. We will be able to suit up the katana. I'm fairly sure you may cast, and then the next spell you have costs less. I think this is fine. Should cost one less. Yeah. And the engine is going. That's a great draw. Holy shit. That's an amazing draw. All right, so I think what I want to do is we can attack with just this one for now. It has Menace. We're gonna auto pay for the suit, and this can either 2 for 1 or we can kill their best card. Either way, I don't care. We can play Dragonfly Suit, hold open the tap ability, and get them that way. But we need to put pressure on the Replication Specialist and get them to want to trade this 1 for 1. As long as we're not pressuring this, their top deck options are just too strong. That's pretty good. Some chumps are about to happen here. They could trade the 3-1 with the 3-3, and then they've got to do some damage here. They can't block this. So I think we just Wanderer's Intervention. The 3-1 feels pretty good. I didn't actually do the math. I didn't really notice they were dead. I don't actually know if I knew what their life total was at. Part of the issue being that I really have to pee. after this game, though. Not sure why Steam was blinking like that. Ooh, mono 4-drops? I'm greedy, it's fine. Our curve is good. We have both color lands. It takes a lot for me to throw back a 3 and 4 lander on the play against bronze. We have a good curve in our deck. Our deck tops out at 5, so we have a good chance of getting something relevant. You have a negate in your deck? No, you don't. There's the essence capture. I was like, no, you don't. Get out. If something is gonna die, I would like it to be Steelbreaker because the general obviously gets us that nice card advantage. We have a good curve. Going Spellbreaker into Captain seems fine. What was the decision tree in deciding to play another game instead of peeing? I would have peed first. That decision tree is based on how many viewers we have, actually. Sure. Yeah, my viewer count highly motivates my decisions when deciding to pee or getting food. I feel like an answer is certainly coming. I promise I'll hang around. I usually lose between 10 and 20% of the viewers if I take a food or restroom break. Haha, I'm very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Pee or not to pee? That is the question. Correct. All right, so they killed my katana. So now we go here. And then we attack here only. And we get our katana back. We're running this game, that's for sure. Man, they're just mono counter spells. Please keep countering my artifacts. It's so tasty. Gotta love them 1-for-0s. All right, guys, I will take a quick break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep it going. We're currently 4-2. So, you know, our life is on the line. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Don't go anywhere. You mentioned losing 10 to 20% when you went on a break. You went from 330 to 304. So you were right. Yeah. It happens. Some more so than others. I tried to hurry. But, okay. I don't mind. Holy cow, Nerdgirl right. Peeing costs viewers. It does. And being a full-time content creator for the last 5 years, I can tell you, sometimes that stuff matters. And Twitch has a bounty up, which is actually a pretty decent pay rate. So I was hoping to do it later tonight. Most of you guys know that I am getting LASIK in the next week or two. I'm getting it mid next week. So I'm hoping that doing a bounty or two might help cover some of the costs for that. And the way the bounties work is they pay you a percentage of I hate doing this. They pay a percentage of your viewer base. So for example, my bounties, we can't go into too much detail. But the range is between, I think, 150 and 480. So if you do 480, you get max payout. And then if you do the one whatever, you get percentage payout. So that is just a little bit behind the scenes how streaming works. For those of you guys who are interested. I don't like them drawing cards here. They might just be dead next turn if they can't cast 2 creatures. That looks like lethal to me. Attack with just the 1 creature. Solo gets to tap it down. Ha-cha-cha. Got him. Where did you get the extra life chair? This was a reward / gift from DX Racer. Partnered with Extra Life for 2 years ago when we did our charity fundraiser, and not this last year, but the year before, our community raised $8,000, I think, for Extra Life. So there was a year, 2 years ago, where they did anybody who raised over $5,000 got the DX Racer chair. So it was a gift from DX Racer and Extra Life because our community is so awesome, and I'm a very spoiled streamer. All right, guys, profit dance? Profit dance, let's go. We got 5 wins. Cha-cha-cha. If you guys have any other questions like that about streaming, viewership, I own an esports team, about Extra Life, anything you need, feel free to ask. I really don't mind at all. Holy smokes! I didn't even see How Not to Draft. 20 subs! How Not to Draft, thank you so much. Give me, let me finish this game. We're gonna do some adventure spins for How Not to Draft. Thank you for your support. You are amazing. You're all amazing. Thank you. Thank you. The Puginator, 5 gifted subs. You also have an adventure roll coming, so please don't leave until I get a chance to do those for you. Thank you so much. You redeemed an AMA, but I don't know how this works. There's a highlight your message. I'm scrolling up looking for it. Here it is. I did find it. I don't remember if the Magic Mike stream you mentioned it or not, but just make sure you @Nerdgirl so it like highlights in your message. But do you have a preferred Mafia of New Capenna? So I have not followed along quite as well as everybody else. So I'm a little bit behind. But I will try to catch up. I usually don't do a ton of spoilers the weeks before the actual spoilers start to come out, because I do set reviews that take me about 40-ish hours in a week to do, and it's quite involved. So I tend to just block those out of my memory a little bit. That card's a really good ninjutsu enabler, so I'm happy to get this guy gone as well. I think I'm just okay with this. I don't love it, but here we are. It can't block on the way back. Next turn we can present double blocks as an option. Get rid of the 2 artifacts because those are the things we can redraw. Cards have menace, you got it. Okay, a ninjutsu bouncer. Interesting. Huh. Okay. This is a lot of damage. Now, it's important to know that this also goes face. This seems solid. They can't just replay this. We've got enough to go wide here. Streets of New Capenna has 3 color factions. Yes, the wedges. They're renamed, redefined wedges, similar to what they did in Strixhaven. I thought you were on the ropes. The ninjutsu decks are deceiving. They start out feeling very strong because if they get a ninjutsu mechanic in, it gives them this sort of higher value, like they're further along than they should have been. They're getting more powerful cards out at the time, but it isn't doing enough for them because they have kind of tempoed themselves out, which is always a little bit of a problem. And so you can typically just go a little wider than they do and get them, which is always nice. All right, guys, 6 wins. I mean, I don't like throwing away 3 to 4 lands. And this is one of the best cards. I'm gonna keep it. I'm greedy. We're on the play. We just need dudes. All right. Can I get some bodies, please? Okay, not what I had in mind, but it'll do. I do typically use overlays, someone is asking, but I forgot. I will restart it now. Should be active. You might have to reset your game or your screen. We're behind. I did keep a pretty sketchy keep. The nice thing is it still does have its abilities. We've drawn 1 spell and 3 lands, so hopefully that evens out just a smidge. Just a smidge, right? 75% land draw here is not ideal. If they choose to ninjutsu, we want it to be on the road, Captain. That does look like what's happening here. Oh, guess not. Okay, annoying. Shame we didn't have an artifact there. But we should be able to chew them up here. Hopefully. Let's get rid of the Menacer. What are the chances that they try to pump here? They could try to ninjutsu, but if they do, it's likely going to be 5 damage. I was thinking about killing the recruiter, but they gain a card regardless. But if they ninjutsu it, they end up gaining 2 cards, which is way worse. I mean, this does put a hell of a clock on them. It does mean we can't tap something down next turn, but we can do it the following turn. Ooh, and it does mean we can actually equip here as well to prevent them from attacking unless they want to pump. So they might just choose not to, in case I call their bluff. Which I might actually just do, because if they do attack into me and have to pump, they then die when I crack them with this, right? 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So the problem now is if we block, we are essentially saying you do not have a 2-drop. We'll let it go. I'm torn. I wish I had cards in hand. If we brick on a land or two here, we'll be real unhappy. I like the idea of being able to untap, tap this down, and hit them. Unfortunate. There's the brick. Ah, fuck. I wish we had an artifact in the graveyard here. This is a tap ability. So they are winning. No, they are winning the race. But we can't block either, so we might as well go for it. Bit flooded this game, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. 6, 7, 8 lands. Attack and recast Captain from the Graveyard question. He is not an artifact, unfortunately. That would be really cool if he was, but yeah, he's not. If we top deck, no, actually that won't work. I was gonna say, small chance we could top deck the other captain and get there, but no, it won't be enough. We could chump this, we die in the air. No, I guess we don't die in the air. We only die in the air if they have another land. Yeah, this is a little sad, but this is fine. So, I think this is our only way to win. I guess I could have used this mana to move this over here so this trades with the 5/5. And then chumped with the 1/1. But I kind of wanted this thing alive anyway. Probably not correct, I guess. They have no modified creatures. We have to do this to keep our creature. The flyer's too much. GG, can't beat the flyer. Drat! We lost! Team, we lost! But it was a pretty solid draft. We ended up, you know, kind of getting cornered in between a couple of different archetypes. What we tried to go originally didn't pan out, and we ended up not really running any of the rares that we ended up drafting. This was a pretty heavy rare draft deck. And again, I don't think we ran like any. We ran just the one Cloudkin Seer, which saw no play, got killed once, got essence scattered once, game over. And that was it. We ended up rare drafting 1, 2, 3 other rares. And didn't end up running them. So I'm pretty happy with the way the deck performed overall. It was a pretty lackluster samurai deck with not a lot of samurai triggers. So at the end of the day, I think that is a pretty good score. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, thank you very much for hanging out and checking out the video. Make sure you guys leave us a comment and let us know what you think of samurais, and we'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye guys.